Yes, so hi everyone. So welcome back to Power Electronic Control of Drives online series. And today, let us we have the discussion. Let us we see the topic which is called single phase, fully controlled converter fed, separately excited and self-excited DC motor drive. Okay, this is our topic. This will comes under the second unit as per the JNTU Kakinada. Okay, and this our topic is, let me write on the screen, single phase fully controlled converter, fully controlled converter fully controlled converter fed fed separately excited separately excited and self excited DC motor drive. Yes, DC motor drive. Yes, here single phase fully controlled converter, in the sense I used to take single phase bridge converter, single phase bridge converter. Okay, separately excited motor, separately excited DC motor, in the sense, so where the armature and field both are excited separately, so that I will take. And under the self excited DC motor, I will take the example as shunt motor. Yes, DC shunt motor, because the operation of these two motors will be same, but the circuit diagrams will be somewhat different. Very little bit difference is there, and I will tell you. So, what is the difference between those two circuit diagrams? Okay, yeah, the first one I am going to draw the circuit for single phase bridge SAR, SARs converter fed separately excited DC motor drive. That is the first one. I am taking single phase bridge controlled converter with SCRs. These are not diodes, SCRs. T1, T2, T3, T4. As for this, as I am connecting DC separately excited motor. Just where the armature and field, this is motor, armature terminals, input voltage to the motor, and field, yes, this is F. Both are excited separately, like this. This is some voltage V. Okay, let us we assume this is VA, voltage to the armature. Okay, yes, now I have to give the input voltage to the converter. Input voltage to the converter is L N single phase AC VLN, where VLN is equal to Vm sin omega t. VLN is equal to Vm sin omega. Yes, in the examination, if they ask you to explain the single phase fully controlled converter fed DC separately excited motor, in the sense you need to draw this circuit diagram. If suppose if they ask you to explain the single phase fully controlled converter fed self excited DC motor or shunt motor, in the sense, then you need to draw the circuit diagram. You need to change the circuit diagram as here the field is connected like this. This is F and FF. And in the next class I will tell you how it is for series motor VLN. So here also, where VLN is equal to Vm sin omega t. Okay, where VLN is equal to Vm sin omega t. I hope all of you taken the circuit diagrams. The two circuit diagrams. So based on the question, you need to draw the circuit. If they ask to explain about the single phase fully controlled converter fed separately excited DC motor, in the sense the previous, and shunt motor, in the sense the present one. Okay, yes. Then here the supply voltage is sinusoidal. This is like this. This is VLN 0 pi 2 pi, and let it be this is Vm, and here it is minus Vm, like this. Okay, now you can see from 0 to pi, from 0 to pi the input voltage is positive only, therefore it is called positive half cycle. From pi to 2 pi it is negative, therefore it is called negative half cycle. And from the circuit diagram, if you see, I think already you know about the operation of the single phase fully controlled converter, so which you studied in your power electronics subject. So that means during the positive half cycle, from the circuit diagram it is very clear that positive half cycle, as positive half cycle, it is very clear that T1 T2 forward blocking mode and T3 T4 reverse blocking mode. But we know that forward blocking mode or reverse blocking mode, whatever it may be, both will be act as the open circuit. So hence the load is not connected to the source. In order to connect the load to the source, I used to turn on the two SCRs T1 and T2. That means I will give the gate signal to the SCRs T1 and T2. So hence T1 and T2 will comes to the forward conduction mode. So thereby the load is connected to the source. Okay, load in the sense motor only. And similarly during the negative half cycle, during the negative half cycle, yes, what happened? T1 and T2 will be reverse blocking mode, T3 and T4 will be forward blocking mode. Yes, T3 and T4 forward. But whatever it may be, the 4 SCRs will be in the 4 SCRs act as the open circuit. 4 SCRs acts as the open circuit. Yes, but we can say at some angle whatever it may be. So we can turn on the two SCRs T3 and T4. Therefore, we connect the motor to the load, motor to the source like that. Okay. Now let us see the operation. Yes, here I used to divide the operation into, this is 0 to alpha and alpha to pi, pi to pi plus alpha, and pi plus alpha to 2 pi like this. Okay, 0 to alpha, alpha to pi, pi to pi plus alpha, and pi plus alpha to 2 pi like this. Okay, yes, let me start the operation. Yes, the first one is 0 to alpha. Yeah, 0 to alpha. So during 0 to alpha, T1, T2 forward blocking mode, and T3, T4 reverse blocking mode, but 4 SCRs acts as open circuit. Therefore, load, that is motor, is not connected or disconnected to the source through the converter. So hence I can say the output voltage or the armature voltage is equal to 0, and similarly armature current is also 0. Armature current is also 0. So just do remember these two. Just from 0 to alpha, what happened? Okay, next. Yes, from alpha to pi. Yes, from alpha to pi. Yes, from alpha to pi, what happened? T1 and T2 are triggered. T1 and T2 are triggered. Therefore, the current will be flows in the circuit. How the current will flow? The current will be started like this. IA will be started as, IA will be start from L to T1, T1 to load in the sense motor, as motor to T2, and T2 to N to L again. Just go through the circuit diagram. Okay, so then here load is motor in the sense RLE load. So we know that when the current is passing through the inductor, it is very special case that the inductor starts to stores the energy, and the inductor does not allow the sudden change in the current. Inductor does not allow sudden change in the current. So therefore, what happened to the IA? IA will be increased from 0 to maximum. Yes, that is 0 will be at angle alpha and maximum will be at pi. 0 is at angle alpha and maximum is at pi. So then we have the circuit like this. Then what about output voltage? V0 is equal to, or VA is equal to VLN, which is very similar to the input voltage. Just similar to the input voltage. So now you have the circuit diagram like this. This is the input voltage I am giving, VLN. This is L, and here this terminal is N. From here to T1 is turn on, which acts as the short circuit. Then it will goes to the motor, that is armature terminal. AA, and here it is motor. This is T1, T2 like this. Okay. Yes, now what is the equation for this is output voltage V0 or voltage across armature VA. If you see that as T1 and T2 both are short circuit, directly it is very clear that V0 or VA is equal to VLN only. Yes, as we are neglecting the conduction losses of the two SCRs. Okay, so now what is the equation? V0 is equal to VLN is equal to EB plus IARA plus LA DIA by dt. EB plus IARA plus LA DIA by dt. So because EB is back EMF of the motor and IARA is armature resistive drop, and here LA DIA by dt is armature inductance, the voltage across armature inductance. But we know that at steady state condition, voltage across armature inductance is 0. That means it will act as the short circuit. Hence we can write VA is equal to EB plus IA RA only. This equation is at steady state condition. Okay. Yes, this is happened during alpha to pi. And we know that as inductor stores the energy and current increases from 0 to maximum from alpha to pi, at omega t is equal to pi, what happened? The current is maximum. IA is maximum. That means armature inductance stores maximum energy. Whenever inductor stores maximum energy, the next instant inductor must discharges its energy. Therefore, the current will be decreased in the same direction. So hence, yes, the third operation from pi to pi plus alpha. Yes, from pi to pi plus alpha. So what happened? Even though it is negative half cycle, in the negative half cycle T1 and T2 has to be turned off, but inductor forces the two SCRs, that is T1 and T2, to be in the on state. T1 and T2 to be in the on state. As the inductor forces T1 and T2 to be in the on state, so therefore the two SCRs will be remains on state till the inductor discharges its energy completely. That means the current in the circuit is 0. So then the two SCRs will be turned off and the circuit again comes to the negative half cycle condition, that is T1 and T2 reverse blocking mode and T3 and T4 forward blocking mode. So therefore what happened? From pi to pi plus alpha, inductor starts discharge its energy. This is first one, its energy. Inductor starts to discharge its energy. So now who is the source for the current? The source for the current is inductor only. Inductor acts as source for IA, because it is discharging the energy. While discharging, it does not take any current from the source, but it will act as the source. So that means we can say while inductor discharging the energy, it will act as the current source. And moreover, we can also say that is ideal current source. Ideal current source. Okay. Yes, then what happened to the IA? IA will be decrease from maximum to 0. This is maximum at pi, at omega t is equal pi, and 0 at omega t is equal to pi plus alpha. And during this, what happened to the output voltage? What happened to the output voltage? Output voltage, yes, V0 is equal to VLN only, which is negative, because in the during the negative half cycle it is negative only. So the circuit diagram is like this. This is VA, it is VLN, here this is L and here it is N, T1 motor, armature resistance, inductance, back EMF EB, this is LA, RA, and here we have one more SCR, T2. Yeah, the current in the circuit is like this. It is IA. The source for the current IA starts from LA, LA to EB, EB to T2, T2 to N, N to L, L to T1, T1 to RA, RA to LA again. This is how the current will flows. Okay. Yes, next. Yes, from pi to pi plus alpha. It is over, sorry. From pi plus alpha to 2 pi. Pi plus alpha to 2 pi. So now what happened? From pi plus alpha to 2 pi, yes, at omega t is equal to pi plus alpha. At omega t is equal to pi plus alpha. Yes, at omega t is equal to pi plus alpha, then what happened? Pi plus alpha, IA is equal to 0. That means this circuit, the load is not connected to the source. And what we are doing at omega t is equal to pi plus alpha, T3 and T4 are turn on. That is triggered. Then how the current will flow? Just go through the circuit diagram. See how the current will flows in the circuit. IA will flows starts from N to T3 to load, or you can also treat motor, to T4 to L and L to N again. Okay, just I will draw the circuit diagram like this. Just you see this. Yeah, let me assume the input voltage is VLN. This is L and here it is N. First the current will be starts from N. So that means it will be like this. N to T3, T3, yes, T3 to motor, yes, motor to T4, okay, next T4 to L, like this. That means here the current flows in this direction. Yes, like this. So but here if you observe that in previously the current starts from A and leaves AA, but now also the current starts at A and AA. So hence what you can say, there is no change in the direction of IA at load. At load. Now what happened to the output voltage? V naught is equal to Va is equal to, just you see, in previously A was connected to the L and AA was connected to the N. But now here if you observe that A is connected to the N and A is connected to the L, therefore Va is minus VLN. Minus VLN. During the negative half cycle, VLN is negative. Negative into negative, which is positive. Okay, that means Va is equal to mirror image of input. Mirror image of input. And similarly here also you can write the inductor starts to stores the energy, therefore the I naught will be, I naught is increased. Yeah, I naught is increased from 0 to maximum. Yes, 0 at pi plus alpha and maximum at 2 pi. Okay, so let us see. Okay, this is the operation of the circuit diagram. Now first let us draw the current and voltage waveforms. Yes, current and voltage waveforms. This is omega t. The input voltage I am giving like this. This is VLN. Next, this is gate pulse IG. Okay, you can draw neatly because as the space considerations I am unable to draw completely. Yeah, this is output voltage VA or V naught, and this will be output current I naught. Okay, so 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. So here let me assume this is alpha, this is pi, and let it be, this is pi plus alpha. And here it is 2 pi plus alpha and 3 pi. Yes. First let us draw Ig. So where we are giving the Ig, that is gate pulses, we are giving the gate pulses at omega t is equal to alpha during the positive half cycle. Therefore let me take, these are the gate pulses like this. This is for T1 and T2. Therefore I used to take this as Ig1 and Ig2. Okay. And again I used to give the gate pulses to the SCRs, two SCRs, those are T3 and T4. So hence I used to call this as Ig3, Ig4. Ig3 and Ig4 at pi plus alpha. Again the same thing is repeated. 2 pi plus alpha, Ig1, Ig2. Just to represent very clearly. Then what happened to the output voltages? Yes, what happened to the output voltage? Yes, from alpha to pi, output voltage is same as input voltage. Therefore, I used to draw the output voltage like this. From pi to pi plus alpha also, output voltage same as input voltage. Okay, next from pi plus alpha to 2 pi, the output voltage is mirror image to the input voltage. That means as it is negative, therefore I need to draw this will be as positive. like this. Okay, so again what happened, from 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha, the same input voltage. From 2 pi plus alpha to 3 pi, it will be mirror image, like this. Yes, therefore here I used to draw this as, it may be like this. Okay, so now I am going to draw for output current. Yes, just to see what are the value, what how the output current is increased from alpha to pi. It is 0 to maximum, like this. From pi to pi plus alpha, 0 maximum to 0, decrease. Yes, next again from pi plus alpha to 2 pi, it is increases. From 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha, decreases, increases. Okay, like this. And now here, as we know, this may be in this fashion. These are the voltage and current waveforms, that is armature voltage and armature current waveforms for DC separately excited motor and shunt motor when it is fed to the single phase fully controlled converter, like that. Then what about the speed torque characteristics? So let us see speed torque characteristics. So yes, now keep side heading speed torque characteristics. Speed torque characteristics. We know that what is equation for the back EMF? EB is equal to Ka pi into omega. EB is equal to Ka pi into omega, where omega is angular velocity of the motor, yes, which is in radians per second, and pi is the flux, which is constant in both cases, that is separately excited motor as well as shunt motor. Okay, Ka is the armature constant, and the other equation is torque is Ka pi into Ia. Ka pi into Ia. And we know the motor voltage equation is Va is equal to Eb plus Ia Ra. Yes, now I will substitute these two equations here. So then Eb is equal to Va minus Ia Ra, Va minus Ia Ra, and also Eb is Ka pi into omega. Can also write yes, Ka pi omega is equal to Va minus Ia in the sense torque tau by Ka pi into Ra. Or you can also draw this, write this equation, rearrange this equation as omega is equal to Va by Ka pi minus Ra by Ka pi whole square into torque. Yes, now we know that Ka pi is constant, Ra is also constant. Yes, therefore here we can say this equation is like y is equal to minus mx plus c. Y is equal to minus mx plus c. So here where y I used to take as omega, x I will consider as the torque tau, and m in the sense this is the value of m, and c is Va by Ka pi. Therefore when x is equal to 0, then y is equal to c, and so here x is equal to 0 in the sense when torque developed by the motor is 0, then I used to take the maximum speed. I consider there is the maximum speed is there for the motor. The maximum speed is there for the motor. That maximum speed is equal to Va by Ka pi. So hence this is the straight line which is not passing through the horizon equation. Hence I used to draw the characteristics like this. On the y axis I will take y, that is omega, and x axis torque tau. When torque is equal to 0, I have maximum speed. Let it be the maximum speed is omega max. Yes, where omega max is given by omega max is equal to Va by Ka pi. Okay. Yes, now as the torque is increasing, so then Ra by Ka pi whole square term is added in the equation. Therefore omega is decreasing. So hence it will be like this. It is like this. Now what is the slope for this? Yeah, the slope is, what is slope? Ra by Ka pi whole square. Ra by Ka pi whole square. Yes, these are the speed torque characteristics. But these are conventional. Yes, we have seen the converter operation and we have seen the motor speed torque characteristic, but these are conventional. But the thing is, now we need to club these two. That means the fully controlled converter has to club to the DC motor. So then the which value can varies and how the speed torque characteristics also varies. This is our main task. So therefore for this what I am going to do in the sense, first I am going to derive the expression for Va. Yes. Yes, what is Va? Yes, Va I will consider as the average voltage. Average voltage in the sense 1 by T integral 0 to T. Yes, Va of omega T d of omega T. Yes, now we know how we have the cyclodiagram, how we have the waveform for the, this is omega T, this is Va or V naught. Yes, as we know, alpha, pi, pi plus alpha, 2 pi. Yes, we have already drawn the waveform. So which is like this. So now what is the time period of the armature voltage? The time period of armature voltage is, I can take this, because so any one cycle you need to take. This is one cycle, the same thing is repeated again. So hence the time period is alpha to pi plus alpha, which is pi only. Now what is Va of t? T is equal to pi. Now what is Va of omega t during the pi? This is VLN, which is equal to Vm sin omega t. Vm sin omega t. So hence I can write the Va as 1 by pi integral alpha to pi plus alpha Vm sin omega t d of omega t. Okay, Vm sin omega t d of omega t. So now what is integration of sin omega t? Integration of sin omega t is minus cos omega t. Yes, that is Va is equal to 1 Vm by pi. So I will take Vm as constant and minus cos omega t at 0 to pi. Or you can also write this as Vm by pi minus cos pi plus cos 0. Yes, cos pi is minus 1. Minus into minus plus. So hence I can write this as 2 Vm by pi into cos alpha. Sorry. sorry, this is alpha to pi plus alpha. That means this will be cos pi plus alpha. Yes, so let me write again. Yeah, this is alpha to pi plus alpha. So hence I can write this as Vm by pi into minus cos pi plus alpha plus cos alpha. Okay, so therefore it is Vm by pi into cos of pi plus alpha is minus cos alpha. So that means you may have 2 Vm by pi into cos alpha. Vi is 2 Vm by pi into cos alpha. So now the firing angle alpha is changed. What is the range of firing angle alpha? The firing angle alpha can be changes or varies over the positive half cycle. The positive half cycle stands for 0 to pi. So the alpha may be 0, alpha may be 30 degrees, alpha may be 90 degrees, and alpha may be 180 degrees. So hence the range of alpha is 0 to 180 degrees. Okay, when alpha is equal to 0, then Vi is equal to 2 Vm by pi. When alpha is equal to 90 degrees, then Vi is equal to 0. When alpha is equal to 180 degrees, then Vi is equal to minus 2 Vm by pi into cos alpha. Yes, I can write this as when alpha is equal to 0, then Va is equal to 2 Vm by pi. Okay, when alpha is equal to 90 degrees, then Va is equal to 0, because cos 90 is 0. And when alpha is equal to 180 degrees, Va is equal to minus 2 Vm by pi. Minus 2 Vm by pi. Yes, now I am going to the motor equation, that is speed equation. So where omega is equal to Va by Ka pi minus Ra by Ka pi whole square into torque tau. So we know Va is equal to 2 Vm by phi Ka phi cos alpha minus Ra by Ka pi whole square into torque tau. This is omega. When torque tau is equal to 0, then what is omega? Omega is omega max. Maximum speed is there. Then what is maximum speed? The maximum speed of the motor is given by 2 Vm by pi Ka pi into cos alpha. Okay, so hence when alpha is equal to 0, then maximum speed of the motor is 2 Vm by pi Ka pi. Yes, when alpha is equal to 90 degrees, then maximum speed of the motor is 0. When alpha is equal to 180 degrees, then maximum speed of the motor is minus 2 Vm by pi Ka pi. Yes, from this what we can say, when I change the firing angle alpha from 0 to 90 degrees, the speed torque characteristics are come down. That is from top to bottom. It move towards the origin. But when I change the firing angle alpha from 90 to 180 degrees, so this will change. This will move away from the origin in the reverse direction. in the reverse direction. That means I can able to run the motor in the reverse direction if I change the firing angle alpha from 90 to 180 degrees. Therefore it is very possible to change the direction of the motor just by changing the firing angle itself. That is the beauty of the power electronics. Therefore we are connecting this power electronic devices to the converters, sorry, DC motors. Okay. Yes, now if I see the characteristics, yeah, the characteristics may be like this. This is for alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3. This will be omega max 1. This is omega max 2, omega max 3. Okay, so here omega max 1 is greater than omega max 2 is greater than omega max 3. Yes, now let me know what is the relation between alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3. So here alpha 3 is greater than, this alpha 3 is greater than, alpha 2 is greater than alpha 1. Yeah, these are the speed torque characteristics of the single phase fully controlled converter fed DC separately excited motor and shunt motor drive. Okay. Yes. Thank you for listening the class. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the next class. So we will see. Yes, in next class we will see the when fully controlled converter is connected to the series motor. Okay, so we'll see that equations and the speed torque characteristics and waveform, all this thing. Yes, so don't forget. Yes, that is SMS. SMS stands for sanitization, mask, social distance. Don't forget this. Don't be cause for the pandemic, for the COVID. So be safe yourself and your family. So I hope God will help you to do all these things. Thank you for listening the class.